Hi, Dr. Bridget here with another prescription for success, and today I'm going to be talking about how complex PTSD is helped by NLP. So I'm really interested in the label complex PTSD. I've been working with people for about 12 years now on getting rid of symptoms due to trauma, and all of a sudden this sort of label, sort of complex PTSD, pops up, and people are saying to me, oh, it's really difficult to treat it, it's going to be many years before people get over that. And I'm thinking, well, I actually work with people who fall into that category of PTSD, but I just look at symptoms and I help people to get rid of the symptoms. So I'm going to be doing a blog on whether labels are helpful or not, but I don't think this is particularly helpful, other than, perhaps for the person, if they feel they need a label to just sort of say, well, that's what's going on. But I think of it as a series of behaviours, and when you look at the definition of complex PTSD, it's the symptoms that people experience following multiple long-term repeated trauma or continuous trauma. Often it's due to things like abandonment, bullying, abuse, or trauma of any sort, and often this starts early on in childhood. And I regularly work with people who've had traumatic incidents happen to them in the first 10 years of life that are now giving them symptoms and have affected their life going forward. Also repeated exposure to trauma, such as people who work in the ambulance services and people who deal with fairly traumatic things on a regular basis can have these symptoms. And basically what happens is that the memories don't get processed and they get stuck in the fight and flight sort of part of the brain, and then they're sort of stored as the brain tries to process them. You get the symptoms coming out, and then they get stored randomly throughout the brain. And this leads to sort of symptoms like flashbacks, heightened awareness, avoidance of things, and fear. And what I do is I do breakthrough coaching with people who've got these things, and we use timeline therapy and reconsolidation of traumatic memories to just put the memories in the bits of the brain where they should be, so it then just becomes a story. People then have a nice quiet mind and can move on and do whatever they want to do in their life. So I thought it was worth a discussion about that. And if you either have those sort of symptoms, or people who have, or people who've been given a label and are not functioning in their life as a result of having these symptoms, then get in touch, because people that I work with after about 2 days are completely sort of, their memories are stored in different bits of the brain, they're fine, they've got goals, they know they can get their goals, they've got self-belief, self-worth, and they're just getting on with their life. So spread the word around. Other therapies on a statistical basis are a lot less effective than timeline and reconsolidation of traumatic memories, and I just love working with people to see the difference that it causes and their ability then to move on with their life. It's really exciting when I have someone coming along, because I know the results. So yeah, a free half hour if you want to talk about anything like that, or if someone else wants to, then just give them my website details. They can find a form to get in touch. Okay, take care, bye.